Hey guys, this is Camfrey15 and I'm back at it with another video for you guys. And this is finally, I can finally freaking do this now. You don't understand how long I've been trying to catch up to One Piece just to do weekly episodic reviews of the anime. One thing first, let me get something straight. I am an anime only. I occasionally check in with what the manga is doing. Like, obviously, I know what happened in the manga this past chapter. But I occasionally check in, but I try not to go too far to where I could possibly, like, spoil myself for a great moment. Like, yesterday, I wish I didn't see that moment because that was one of the more epic moments, One Piece had. But I'm finally here, and I'm ready to review One Piece. So I've caught up. I've been caught up. I've been watching the last couple of weeks actually, but I wanted to make my reviews for the arc reviews, get those out of the way before I officially start reviewing this episode. So if you're a One Piece fan checking out this video, whether it's your first time on the channel or you just want to come across or you're a subscriber of mine that likes One Piece content, you're more than welcome to subscribe and you're more than welcome to join the channel. Also, if you do, always go to the playlist, but go to my playlist and go check out my thoughts on all the One Piece arcs. Now pre time skip, I talk about the sagas, which is like East Blue Saga, Alabasta Saga, and stuff like that. And then what is it? Once I get to the New World stuff, that's when I morely dive into different arcs and stuff like that. But yeah, so other than that, I'm here to review One Piece, episode 927. Now, most of you people might be anime onlys, some other you guys might be manga readers. Don't put in the comment section spoilers. Again, I also got to say I'm wearing my straw hat of, Japanese culture. I got this at some kind of Japanese marketplace or something like that a few years back. So I figured since we're in the land of the Wano arc, I might as well wear this till the Wano arc's done in the anime. But we are here at One Piece episode 927, and it's titled Pandemonium, the Monster Snake Shogun Orochi. This was one hell of an episode. Well, an eventful episode. Not much of an eventful episode, but it was an interesting tidbit of an episode. So anyways, we start off the episode where we left off last week, and the fact that Big Mom seems to have amnesia, and she doesn't know who she is, and she's asking what her name is. Now Chopper, he's backing up because obviously he doesn't want to get involved, which he's the smart one in this case. I don't care if Big Mom has amnesia. You need to get the heck out of her. This is Big Mom we're talking about. Anyways, Big Mom's saying like, where am I? What's my name? And then, Otama, she's like, your name is Big Mom. And then Chopper comes up, blocks her from almost saying Big Mom. And then Chopper tells Big Mom that her name is Olin, essentially just giving her a fake name until the time being, until she really remembers her true self. Otama's like, why don't you do that? And Chopper's like, look, we can't let this person know who she is, because if she knows who she is, we're in serious trouble. Because if you all remember from the last, main arc, which was Whole Cake Island, Chopper knows what Big Mom can do, and she's terrifying, and Chopper's not trying to stay any longer around. Anyways, after we're done with that, because that's really it when it comes to that storyline, it goes to the Orochi, banquet that they're having, the little party that they're having in Orochi's, little room or meeting get together. So essentially, he's talking, and he talks to Kirishiro, and he's like, essentially, you have to crush people, and when you crush people, essentially, you got to make sure that they're dead for good. And he does mention the fact that he knows that there are apparently some intruders in the country of Wano. Then he dives into the prophecy about Odin's retainers, of the fact that, after 20 years had passed, will have passed after he first becomes shogun of Wano. Odin's retainers will come back and essentially kill him to essentially open up the land of Wano and have the Kozeki Oden family return to power and essentially be shogun yet again, which is obviously happening right now because that's what that's what Kinemon is essentially trying to do, and they're trying to overthrow Orochi and stop Kaido. Now, as he's saying this prophecy that Toki left him, he's essentially like freaking out. He's like, you see, guys, you see, we cannot fall for this. This thing is, they could be telling the truth. We can do all this stuff. And you obviously can see that Orochi, he's freaking out. And he's like, he's the only one in the room that's like actually believing this stuff. He believes this stuff. And as he goes on talking, he mentions the incidents about a Ronin and a Sobo cook, which are obviously Zoro and Sanji, and says what incidents they have done in the past couple of episodes. And essentially, Kiroshiro, he looks at Orochi and he's like, man, please, when I run into those guys, I'll make sure I cut them down for you. Now, we all know Kiroshiro later on what he eventually does do if you're a manga reader. I won't spoil it for manga reader, for anime onlys who are checking out this review. We all know what Kiroshiro eventually happens, and it happened like a few chapters ago in the manga. So anyways, Orochi likes the fact that Kiroshiro said that, and he also believes that, well, if they're trying to think about cutting my head off, they might try to do the same thing to Kaido. So Orochi's still on this thing, freaking out, saying like, oh my goodness, they're going to be coming back. And when they come back, what are they really going to come for me? And essentially the crowd in this little banquet area, they're all under their breath are like, what the hell is this guy freaking out of? It's like, he really believes this stupid poem that these dudes are going to come back after 20 years and kill him? I'm like, these people have been... And essentially the other people are like, dude, Oden's retainers and all the people related to Kozeki Oden, they're all dead. There's nothing. So why is this guy fearing it? Like, you have some people calling him like, dude, this dude is such a freaking coward and stuff like that. Obviously the people are like not taking this seriously, and they're like not believing the fact that what he's telling is technically it's true, and he has all the whole right to be afraid, because Jesus, anybody would be afraid if you say you overtake a country and then somebody tells you like, yeah, 20 years from now, you may have, or like, now you may be having the last laugh, but 20 years later, we're going to get you back for this nonsense. And essentially, he says, he's like, the ghost of Kozeki Oden's retainers will come back and kill him. So, yeah, and like I said earlier, he brings up Toki's poem, which essentially covers what he just said. And then our lovable, smiley 24/7 girl, Otoku, starts laughing, like, out loud. And then Orochi starts getting pissed. He's like, who the hell's laughing? Explain yourself. Who are you laughing? So anyways, obviously, Otoku just keeps laughing. And the reason why she's laughing is, essentially, she heard all the other people essentially calling Orochi a coward and all these terms of the fact that he's afraid of this prophecy going on, and she says like, I can't help myself and stop laughing. It's just hilarious the fact this guy is scared. Which, in all honesty, it is kind of funny that, yeah, for a shogun, you would have all these things. You have the emperor backing you up. You seem like you got the shogun pretty like easily, or handed to you by means of the fact that things happened, and yeah, and essentially I find it funny too, because I'm like, well, technically it is pretty funny because you're acting like a sissy right now. I'm like, you have an emperor behind you and his pirate crew, backing you up, and you're afraid of these guys coming back from the future to come chop your head off. Okay, but essentially, something like that. So eventually, he gets super pissed. He brings out his freaking sword, and he's charging at Otoku. Jesus. Two little girls in this series that I guess are kind of adorable in some cases. But Anyways, Komurasaki, she tells Orochi, look, like, stop right here. She doesn't mean no harm. She's just a little girl. Listen, she's just laughing and I'll slap some sense into her later. But Orochi is like, shut up, Komurasaki. This ain't none of your business. She mocking me. I'm going to take care of this thing. So essentially, he breaks through the wall. And essentially, he gets Otoku, and he starts choking her, and he's about to kill her. And essentially, at first he's like, yo, stop laughing. But then Otoku, she's not laughing. She still thinks this is funny and stuff like that. Obviously, she still has a smiley face but she has a smiley face where she's like, looks like she's scared because she's crying too, and stuff like that. And then all of a sudden, it's like Robin's going to do something and try to save Otoku. But then Komurasaki gets involved and slaps Orochi. And this is when we get to the halfway point of the episode. So coming back from the break, essentially, Orochi questions Komurasaki, and he's like, Komurasaki, why? Why did you slap me? And essentially, he's like, I wanted you as my wife. Why would you do something like this to me? And essentially, essentially she's like, look, I'll forgive you. Or essentially Orochi says, look, I'll forgive you for this incident. I'll lessen the penalties you'll suffer. Just please bow down before me. Just please. And then Komurasaki's like, no, I'm not going to bow down to you. I am the daughter of a samurai. And why should I bow down to you? If you want, if anything, you can just kill me right now and strike me right here. So then Orochi is like, he's just in pure shock, and he's like, Komurasaki, you made me do this. Why did you make me do this? Then all of a sudden, we get the thing that they've hinted back the past couple of episodes. So Orochi starts transforming, and he transforms into, I'm guessing, an 8 or 9-headed snake. I only counted like 8 heads, around that number. He's like a 9 or 8 to 9-headed snake. And we get the revelation of his devil fruit power. And his devil fruit power is the snake fruit, which is an ancient Zoan type fruit. So it's another one of those ancient fruits. And I wouldn't be shocked. Well, he might have actually ate an official devil fruit, but I wouldn't be shocked if he ate one of the smile, devil fruits. And essentially, its model is Yamata no Orochi. So he, when you guys see in the thumbnail, you see Komurasaki standing before this freaking gigantic snake. Like, my God. And essentially, Orochi's like, listen, this is your last chance. Bow down before me and apologize for your actions. Do it now, or you will suffer the consequences. I will kill you. And essentially, Komurasaki with a straight face is like, I don't give a damn. I ain't telling you shit. I ain't telling you nothing. I ain't gonna apologize. I ain't repenting from what I did. I did what I mean. You tried to hurt a little girl, and as we saw in past few episodes, Komurasaki actually likes Otoku. And I guess you can see her as, she views her as like a little sister type of person. Then, once Komurasaki starts saying that again, Orochi eventually gets super heated, and he's like, fine, damn it, fine, you let me do this, and I didn't want to. All of a sudden, he moves his head, and he starts attacking the other people around her, putting them in his mouth, and his other snake mouth, and then all of a sudden, he gets a hold of Komurasaki, and he starts biting down on her. Now, at this time, Robin is trying to, Robin has Otoku in her hands. And Otoku's like, oh, you're the girl from the soba shop. And Robin's like, yes, it's me, Otoku. And essentially, so Robin can get out of the, get out of this crazy hectic scene. So she doesn't get attacked by Orochi herself. She ends up running into the ninjas from last week who tried to kill her. And yeah, essentially, they go after her. And, it's looking like all to loss because she's cornered. All of a sudden, we see Brooke, the ghost form of Brooke, behind them trying to scare them off. Now, cutting back to what's happening inside the little banquet area, Orochi has Komurasaki straight up in his mouth, and he is biting down on her. You can see that she's not screaming, but you can obviously see she's wincing in pain and stuff like that. Then it focused on Kiroshiro. And Kiroshiro, he's like, well, damn, interesting. This thing, it's a pandemonium. What's going on? That's what it is. So he grabs his katana, his sword, and essentially, he just gets up. He starts laughing, and the moment he pulls it out and and slices, that's when you get the to be continued scene. So next week, it seems like more hectic things will happen. And it's looking like Komurasaki might die next week, because that's what the title says. It says the end of the most beautiful woman in Wano, or something like that. And it also looks like we're gonna get, Nami. Maybe Nami get captured because she has like in the post-credit scene, or in the next episode preview, she has like this thing around her neck, looking like somebody probably caught them. It was a good episode. It was fine. It was a fine episode. We dive deeper into Orochi's, fear of the fact that the Kozeki clan will come back to avenge their fallen leader Odin, and the fact that they want to reclaim the throne, as well as we get some insight on his devil fruit now. So yeah, that's good. That is good. So other than that, that's really it. I can't wait for next week, and yeah. So that's really all I gotta say for this episode, because that's really it. So it seems like we're still gonna be focusing next week on this area and stuff like that. But yeah, other than that, I'm excited to see where this goes on from here. So if you like the video, leave a like. If there's a comment you want to put regarding this episode, put a comment regarding this episode. Also, if you're a fan of One Piece, and like I said, this is your first time checking out the channel, hit that subscribe button to get more One Piece, not only episode content, but I won't be doing discussions, but maybe some top 10s with my buddy. If you check out my My Hero Academia content, if you haven't seen that video today, we did the season finale of season 4. But yeah, but if you are subscribed, make sure you hit that bell icon to get whatever content I post to YouTube. And before I go, I'm making this video Saturday night, but for benefits to my East Coast fans of One Piece, I will be uploading this. You'll be seeing this video Sunday, but I will be uploading One Piece reviews the Sunday morning. Because I feel like, well, One Piece on Crunchyroll, it comes out at 10 o'clock out there, and I don't think, and I know it's weekends and stuff, but I feel like it wouldn't be much beneficial, because it usually takes me around 30 minutes to possibly, make the video, as well as maybe another 30 minutes to upload the video. So I'm like, okay, I'm just going to upload this tomorrow on Sunday, and, stuff like that. And yeah, so you guys will be seeing this video, well, Sunday when you're seeing this, and it will be Sunday, but every Sunday will be a One Piece review. Other than that, I'm going to get out of here. I will see you guys next week. Next week for One Piece episode 928. So till then, guys, I'll catch you guys on the next video. Peace.